Hi everybody, this is Black Rhino Ranger. I'm back from England. I'm back to Malaysia, but I'll be going again tomorrow for Korea because I got a bit of a concert thingy going on there, and so apparently I had to. Anyways, Chaos. So it turns out Chaos is going to be the 11th villain of Skylanders Imaginators. So how many villains do we know so far? We know the Golden Queen is the Earth villain. Wolfgang's the Undead. Chompy Mage is the Life. Dr. Crankcase is the Tech. Taekwon Crow's the Fire. Hoodsickle is the Dark. Grave Clobbers, the water. It pleads the question of Bad Juju and Pinata. Pinata and Bad Juju are confirmed, but they haven't had their elements revealed yet. Okay, let's do this one more time. Pinata, if confirmed, is the magic. Golden Queen is the earth. The Grave Clobber is the water. Taekwon Crow's is the fire. Dr. Crankcase is tech. Wolfgang is undead. Bad Juju might be the air, I don't know. Chompy Mage is the life. Hoodsickle is the dark, and there's one more that hasn't been revealed yet to be the light. If Pinata is the light, then Bad Juju is the magic. But then again, Pinata should be a magic because his color scheme fits well. But I don't know how Bad Juju being the magic makes a lot more sense. Anyways, so we know that Chaos is going to be the the Chaos elemental playable villain in Imaginators. I did wish it was Cortex. Let's think of the other things. What battle class would he be a sensei of? I mean, if you look over here, there's no symbol of it. So we do not know what's his battle class gonna be like. Is he a battle class of the Sorcerer? Because in the games he does a lot of magic. I mean, in Trap Team he does a lot of sorcery when you play as him. He might be a Brawler because he's got no weapon. Or he could be a master of all classes, kind of like the Chaos Trap boosting all stats in Skylanders Superchargers Racing. It boosts the acceleration, the firepower, the speed, the turnings, and the defense. But then, should Skylanders Imaginators be the last of the storyline of the last of the story-based Skylanders, and have Skylanders console games focus on spin-offs? I mean, Crash Bandicoot, after the third game, it started doing spin-offs like Crash Team Racing and Crash Bash. And Mario had a lot of spin-offs. Then again, they're just gonna. Chaos keeps going back as being the bad guy instead of being reformed. I mean, in Skylanders Trap Team, we get to play as him, but in Superchargers, he's the bad guy again. But then, thanks to defeating the darkness, he gets reformed. in Skylanders 6, he's back being the bad guy. So people are kind of wondering, why does Chaos keep going back to being the bad guy? Why can't he be reformed? I got a question, guys. How come M.Bison from the Street Fighter is still the bad guy of the series? Why is Dr. Neo Cortex still the bad guy of Crash Bandicoot? Why is Plankton still the bad guy of SpongeBob SquarePants? Except in one course meal, where he's portrayed on the more positive side, while Mr. Krabs is portrayed more on the antagonist side. Until the end. Yeah. It's this thing called the status quo, the reset button, as in one. The reset button, as in like is something like that major event never happened. It's almost like that. The status quo. It prevents major changes from happening. I mean, well, Fairly Odd Parents at times destroys the status quo by introducing new characters like Sparky and Poof and, worst of all, Chloe. Beast Wars had a bit of the status quo. I mean, where they keep wanting to go back home, but there's something that prevents them from ever reaching Cybertron. That is until the end of the series. But even then, they had major changes throughout some beginnings of each season, like the Trans-Warp Quantum Surge that turned them into Transmetals. I don't really know much about the status quo, but I do know bits about the reset button, so that's what's preventing Chaos from ever being fully reformed. Chaos is just gonna stay the bad guy for the rest of his life, unless Imaginators is gonna be the last game to be more story-based than spin-off-ish. The next game is just a spin-off. Kind of like the mobile adaptation, the mobile games. The 3DS versions, yeah, Chaos isn't included, but they actually act more as a sequel and prequels to the console games. Kind of like Transformers Dark of the Moon, the video game, acted more like a prequel to the Transformers Dark of the Moon movie. So, what do you think of all this? Should Skylanders Imaginators be the last canon series, and the next game should be a spin-off? Because Chaos is actually having his own figure? Let me know in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this video.